Hey, it's Michael Webb. This is an expansion of a case study I wrote about in my book, Sales Process Excellence. The company, called AB Clear, supplies water quality products and services to food service businesses. AB Clear went from having lots of problems and no way to improve, to measurably improving in both strategic accounts and through distribution channels. This is case study number 1 of what happened for their strategic account managers. Case study number 2 covers their distribution channels. This video has been edited for brevity. Fuller versions are on the definitive guide page and in Sales Process Excellence. AB Clear's strategic account managers were called SAMs. Like many companies that grew large through distribution channels, it wasn't easy for the SAMs to be organized and consistent around how they handled their accounts, and this caused frustration to customers and to themselves. Following the method recommended by SPC, they defined and analyzed what was undesirable about the current state. They needed to clarify the problem they were trying to solve so they could break it down into actionable components. This meant defining the evidence and data that marketing, sales, and service did not like. You can read these in detail in the written version of this case study. Then, still following the explicit method for generating improvement, the SAMs together came up with a goal statement. In order to get closer to our strategic accounts, exceed their expectations, and grow our business with them faster, we will define SAM standard work, align improvement priorities, and implement a measurement method. Clearly, solving these problems would have a powerful effect, not just on the SAMs, but on everyone who depended on the SAMs as well. Once the team saw what the benefits to them might be, they agreed to a sales value stream mapping effort. The following map is a result of that work. First, they conducted voice of customer research to learn how customers went about solving their problems. They realized customers first had to recognize and accept the need for water quality improvement before they could define their need for any specific type of improvement. Then, since the SAMs were calling on large chains of restaurants, they needed to get the facilities and the equipment engineers in those organizations to test their systems and generate a business case for the purchase. Once a buying decision was successfully made, they had to roll out the contract, which typically involved coordinating the shipment and installation of specialized equipment configurations to dozens or even hundreds of locations. When all this work was completed, the SAMs realized some important things. First, they had assumed all customers wanted to hear about water quality. This was a mistake. In fact, there was a wide variation among their various prospects and customers. Second, they had allowed the customer to focus only on technical issues. They realized much more was involved. And third, customers were not good at sustaining water quality. More could be done to help them. In order to do that, they worked their way through the daily work the team pursued to find qualified prospects, win new contracts, and service the accounts. Once again, the work showed up lots of insights about how things were actually done versus how people thought they were done or how they should be done, and also about where everyone's time was going. The big elephant in the room, the thing that seemed too embarrassing to admit, was that the entire team agreed 90% of the SAM's time was clearly being spent on the keeping phase. Why? Because although large accounts wanted to go direct, the company did not have the internal structures or methods to do what distributors had traditionally done. With that as a foundation, it was clear no outside sales training or CRM or anything else would make things better. Instead, the places where improvements were needed jumped out as shown as explosions on the diagram. What remained was for them to implement these improvements. Clearly, the first priority was to fix the bottleneck in the keeping phase. That would free up the SAM's time so they could work on finding and winning. They devoted time in each weekly sales meeting, pursuing the improvements, following the method provided by SPC. 2 months after their first Kaizen event, Kevin, the general manager, was able to approve a headcount for adding an inside salesperson to support the SAM team. From May through June, a subset of the SAMs worked through weekly meetings to develop their first handoff package, This enabled order requirements to be more easily and consistently communicated to project managers and customer service people. Through the summer, a different cross-functional team developed a new approach to service level agreements. Then, in October, the original team met again to improve qualification criteria and began lead generation efforts. Business results were excellent. Sales time in the keeping phase declined from 90% to 40%. This meant SAMs could spend 60% of their time finding and winning new business. Errors reported by customers declined by 65%. Customer satisfaction increased by 50%. Finally, the SAMs were able to spend their time where they had always wanted to, and concentrating on how to generate high-quality new sales opportunities. These results didn't happen because someone simply made some decisions and called the shots. They only happened because the people involved followed a rigorously logical procedure that was supported and enabled by management. Each of the participants in the project received more training than a typical green belt in Six Sigma, and it stuck because they actually applied what they learned immediately. If you'd like more information or to inquire about getting help improving your company's sales process, contact us at salesperformance.com/contact-us. Or, if you'd like a full professional description of how sales process excellence works, visit www.salesprocessexcellence.com and buy my book. Reg Nordman of Rocket Builders in Vancouver said, "This book is long overdue. Taking from the work of Deming, Total Quality Management, Lean, and many, many years of applied experience, the author has built a fully functional analysis model to improve the sales, marketing, and service components of your business in bringing increased value to the customer. This material is as modern as you're going to get in the sales and marketing field. It's a must-have for business leaders who want to really succeed and grow."